Hi, Jubilee Mema Obia Akwaba. Now say when you subscribe to the channel na necessary over subscribe na wa like it. Now if you watch a video no ama of so any be after. It's say how the latest and hot news in Ghana me de bremo afi yonko sim Kweku Annan akan do mo Net2 TV. Now say we copy your class media na one of the and sebu to na krate bia me saka na musem no na che se Kweku Annan ebro so kakra na no na Sefa Kayi, Mr. Friend, Kokoko morning show host on Paul Adom otchere on the Hopeson Adorye chese nyema ya byway pese wo yema wo munna no madani lady e wo sakrat and then the kokona bu ofukra chese what tibi ma wo mo chese dia crooks kan simbibility on to say intercepted nyamwa or to be man mo rough left and right no and the kokona from hanche wo wa yo kan passa and semdu do na ra abiga Etetemara yokutie ye kokona sakrata na saka na emunsem no yokutie sema ye kokona edituga yetiro
Sefa Kayi versus Paul Adom otchere and the future.
Great. Afriyie nkosa two journalists so. Koso.
It is undeniable fact that the two gentlemen have become institutions in their respective rights, especially within the media circles. They are undoubtedly part of the pool of great brands the party shall fall on as we move into the future. While Sefa Kayi appears relaxed and waiting for the right time, Paul seems apprehensive anytime Sefa Kayi is brought into the picture. At the level of presidency, there appears to be a groundswell of support for Kwame over Paul anytime communication issues arise.
Now, say ni pay me no. Paul Adom otchere and Kwame Sefa Kayi tension abamumu. Say omuko shia party Star Wars and South political elite class way. Akwai ti say obia eni ehwe say Kwame Sefa Kayi yema onhyem no nya nuoma. Na Paul Adom otchere so very aggressive. It's aggressive na Paul Adom otchere waye no. Omu su say no ha adwene enso ni na no yenka hwengum. Enso omu na titi radio ni TV so omu ye adwuma. Na Kwame Sefa Kayi I hate to do what sometimes I do, but Mama ye kwai to do this against you guys. So, Kwame Sefa Kayi betena ni TV and ni radio wa. Sa kokro hono a. Mo pese kokro no say kokro I don't even know whichever it is. Na mo pese yet to say. Eno na Ghana phone na entie. You use this program way to shape the minds of Ghanaians. Me say I'll get time for them. You know what? Na makofa opinion de kumwa betrato na ntira Kevin Taylor to me yamosa na me who say Kevin Taylor dinner or do my time sam say ha atija ye fanya mo betratra ho a na mo use our platform no e dey shape the minds of Ghanaians as if though they are more can here ne krepe pepe meanwhile and throw and ada akohwisam and abraba Kwame Sefa Kayi one of the journalists who has pretended to be that of a journalist fighting for a good cause. Yet, he's fighting to maintain the good money that should come to his pocket. We are crooks and we are useless. You are an apologist to the Ghanaian media. What's the American? Kwame Sefa Kayi. We are apologists to the Ghanaian media. The fight to ensure the smooth takeoff of the political transition and to ensure Ghanaians are better off and not for political aggrandizement. And you when we upon Kruma no what Joy FM. No host to super morning show. And today I make say journalists for muye edwuma na makoji post no. Minim say that minim buase no mkru asesem etie na mo de akoji post. Enti ebe den and edwuma na wo ye no. We bisa say where then comes the biases and the unbiases? And then again, where do you question the integrity and the credibility of the job? None of the above. Kwame Sefa Kayi, oteho. And so we MPP ni. And no, it doesn't embody biasa, but you will do money any clean. But mudi say program na mudi besi ho anapebiano. Mudi shape opinion. Mudi shape the mindset of Ghanaians. Meboa crooks. Yeah, Kayi koso.
The kitchen cabinet of Nana feels that while Paul is equally known, he has credibility issues to deal with, especially on the conundrum surrounding his withdrawal from the Ghana Law School. Settling on him for the future could create credibility challenge for a ticket. In the next government, Nana will convince Sefa Kayi to chair the NCA board.
Oh, sir.
We believe that Paul is easily swayed by money. Hence, we cannot trust him for any
Paul is easily what?
Swayed by money. Hence, we cannot trust him for any sensitive position. Gabi has already agreed with Nana to move Paul from the NCA to the NMC, which he would be supported to chair. We believe that Paul, although may not be too excited about this prospect, he would gladly accept it as compensation for the work he has been doing for us, especially on the Net2 TV Good Evening Ghana show.
And that hono, afimahu, kwanye faswa Net2 TV no, Good Evening Ghana no, ade shasi. Mimi dia mite bibia shasi ubehwehwem unya report bia hute. Me Obaha said that more yes agenda report to be a new men your frame you and a your name is since and crata or Kweku media no me yemeduma clean led by why Alhaji said you are going to go many and this phone interest piano baby opa kosro Mahama bedroom now MPP ni make us say I am say Mahama Jones go num tramo ni ma yes ana person me bonitin me sre yes ram sa now Yambra say hijacking of the GBC.
The Ghana Broadcasting Corporation remains the largest media entity in terms of resources and reach. This means that any regime that captures GBC will control the critical mass, especially in rural communities where the private media does not find economically viable to invest. Sadly, the GBC has largely tilted towards the NDC. Perhaps the duration of the NDC as the longest ruling party has ensured that majority of GBC workers are anti-MPP. We have planned a three-layer approach to capturing and controlling the state broadcaster for good.
Just a baby, every step,
Firstly, the plan to revoke some of their TV channels will resume in 2021. We have had to backtrack due to the brouhaha surrounding the revocation of their 3 channels. It appears the time an election year was inappropriate. Kojo Kyeremanteng will execute this with finesse and make the channels available to our party business guys whose list is being compiled. A number of GBC radio stations will be sold since they are not living up to the task. Secondly, in our next government, we have to execute a massive agenda where most senior GBC staff will proceed on leave. Others will also be transferred to some very remote communities where life appears unbearable. The strategy is to get them resigned and their positions to be filled with party loyalists. This way, we will not only have taken over the state broadcaster, but our plans to sell some of their frequencies will be met with a little or no hesitation. Thirdly, the last straw is to continue to ensure that the GBC is inflicted with inadequate budgetary allocations. That will justify the need to sell their frequencies. It will also make their leadership even more loyal since they will have to continually keep mute to get bits of their budgetary release from the finance ministry.
DBC no mu crash ye miawom no mo deriwom no mo yirawom no mo hyehyiwom bibetu to wirem ni ade no mo tia capture wom yaw cause
the judiciary and governance in Ghana. Considering the competitive nature of our work as politicians, there is always a need to be a step ahead against our opponents to secure our interests, dominance, and maintain power in 2020 and the next 20 years.
Next 20 years?
Yes, please. Our focus as a party has always been to position our members and sympathizers at strategic positions, both in government and in the judiciary, to cover and protect our interests. This has served us well. over the period. All the appointments made to the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, and some of the high courts in Ghana under our government was to promote the MPP agenda and to ensure our country never fails in the hands of the opposition.
Wow. Ghana for a moment. And many appointments are President Akufo Addo. They call fail both Supreme and High Court, Appeals Court. Muhu said no, it was a calculated agenda and on modern Idiachano. Ghanaians.
Citizens may exercise popular participation in the administration of justice through the institution of public and customary tribunals and the jury and then assessor systems. The judiciary power of Ghana shall be vested in the judiciary. Accordingly, neither the President nor Parliament nor any organ or agency of the President or Parliament shall have or be given final judicial power. The recent decision to exclude the use of birth certificate to prove one's citizenship during the 2020 voter registration exercise is a clear example of the agenda to prevent so many people from registering for this year's election, especially in our opponent's stronghold. We had statistics to suggest the negative impact it would have had for us had we allowed it. All this was done to pave way for a resounding victory for the MPP and Nana in 2020 elections. It is important that we maintain the security we enjoy currently under the judicial system. It is imperative to observe that in recent times, most elections in Africa have been fraught with post-election legal challenges. Kenya, Ivory Coast, and Zimbabwe are few of these cases. As this becomes a norm, our experience of 2013 should never happen again. We should never be in this situation, and the lesson should teach us a lot. Occasionally, it can be discovered that the courts have been instrumental in shaping the democracy in Ghana, and the stakeholders are devotedly operating within the legal framework governing elections, despite logistical, law enforcement, and justice delivery challenges. We should, as lineage, be the winner in this. We have to make sure that even in the unlikely event that the NDC win the 2020 elections, that they do not get the chance to appoint more judges to the Supreme Court. Our control over the judiciary is important for our protection, even if we were to lose election. To prevent such unfortunate situation from occurring, we need to explore all legal avenues to protect our appointees within the judiciary system and find out ways to prevent any new government from making further appointments within the next 10 years at least. We must also re-strategize our campaign. We need to find ways to get majority of Ghanaians to be on our side. The Agyapong deal may initially create problems for us, but we would need good communicators, people with the legal brains to explain the issues to the general population, that the deal is in the national interest. While only the judiciary can exercise the judicial function, it is slow to resolve disputes.
And the Sefa Kayi who say, Okpochichi, Deuteronomy 22:20, Onyeduna, on to be near a minor free SHS no, and an airborne minor. And the otchere said, Nana Onyeduna no, Nana Onyeduna no, and to be Yantian review, Jack, I would say, kind of bow. Nana Onyeduna, and to be SHS today, no, we should review. I thought you people said review is cancelled. Cheap politics, foolish tribal bigotry, stupidity, into more, and I say so many lives. Yeah, can't almost say Ghana Corona, the young generation, these dwarfs, these fools. Because it's all about what they will get. It's all about projecting ignorant, empty Onyeduna president to just sit there and mess us up. Yeah, Nana Onyeduna. Nana Onyeduna, on to me nye Jumano. Weja, can Kevin Gan where they are no wedding. Hey, Kotia, sorry. Kevin, the Gan where they can there. It is too strong. The words, hey, anytime says 18 plus, 18 and over. undi 18 amemba ha. Nana Onyeduna went to me and free SHS. So today we should review. But I thought review was cancelled. You people, you have messed up the country. Last me catch Ghana for say, this country, the enemy of the state is some of the media. As simple as that. Baby away, and Quebec may avoid it in 2020. But this comes Sefa Kayi and these clowns were still sitting in the studios of Peace FM lying to Ghanaians and say NDC baby free SHS and the ordinance national catch Ghana for say we should review. You may review Nana me. You are crazy. You are the people putting us in this situation right now. We are here because of your foolishness. We told you people from day one. This guy Onyeduna Akufo Addo did not think through this free SHS. It will collapse the economy. I remember John Dramani Mahama came out and said, I have been the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. I actually started free SHS progressively because it's in our constitution. I had the vision to make sure in a few years, every single Ghanaian, every young kid will be in school, but we need to do it progressively. That is why I started building more schools, senior high schools, E-blocks around the nation. So you people should understand that the initiative Akufo Addo has taken to implement free SHS now would destroy the economy, will destroy this country. In Kwasiafo waiting on radio so Mahama de opembesiafo, Mahama de ono de opembesiafo emwa moda ho moni mpreko nada. Mese motete wona Mahama de opembesiafo, mese Kwasiampanyi be na ni preko akoda emwa. Ye kasi abom nyina ma power obi antumi nkofie. Ye bomba power jantra fo amoni omo da mo ba ye ko trek won kanaba a Peace FM ho de ye wontie kwa e jantra fo amoni omo da ye ka se bomba power munyina muntumi nkofie kwase asam mo beka issues no ne break issues down for the ordinary Ghanaian to understand no. Oh Mahama de o tell way ni nua Ibrahim we mu de so popemba otwe emmoa wa mu ne mpreko na da
yo waiting for winning and some year Kweku Annan editor guy near what to be money Sefa Kayi any Paula Motel Net2 TV just a year a byway MPP but say what you're going to Kata no at the sense of and Kweku Annan bua food to say Kweku Pie. Not to say anything I have to be telling you more from him to more left and right and Kweku Annan the same do na and Africa. Because GCB and our channel so we can subscribe ya as I say over subscribe na what like you now you watch a video no ama ofoforo so enyi na wahwe also betimi akire wadin afaye nse we nyina ho ewo comment box ni mobati ntabi in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.